Shalom. Call Halayim La, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, the elders of Great Millstone at GMS. Peace and bless to the Akim and a few Akwath across the four winds. It's your brother Bata Maya from Great Millstone, Houston, coming to you with a quick lesson. Now, I got this video from the brother Taz from the Kansas City camp, Lively Stones of GMS. Subscribe to that brother's page, for some more edification. But I saw this video and I wanted to bring out a few precepts just on how the Lord is bringing judgment. He's devastating a lot of these heathen nations, starting with those in the land of Israel, which is our chosen land, which is you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the real Israelites. Let me start with that. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 9, verse 16. The Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is known by the judgment which he executed. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. Haggaon Salah. So the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is going to be known from the judgments that he execute, as he did in ancient Egypt. But this next judgment, which the Lord is already starting, this is, I call this the pregame, the preflex, of what he's really going to bring across the globe. And yes, the world is a globe. It's not a flat earth. Across the four winds, the Lord is bringing forth judgment. He's bringing forth the remembrance of his judgment. Mainly a lot of bodies storm and tempest right now. So I want to bring out the next precept is Isaiah chapter 29, verse 6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts, which is the Lord of armies. That's war. When there's war, you have casualties. Matter of fact, let me grab this precept. The book of Exodus, chapter 15, verse 3. The Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is a man of war. The Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is his name. So you do need to call upon those names for salvation. Have faith in those names. But the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is a man of war. So that's a cut to those who think, God is a woman. No, God is a man of war. When there's war, there's bodies, there's casualties. Nobody catch more bodies than Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai. But back in that Isaiah chapter 29, verse 6, thou shalt be visited of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire. So it's a lot of thunder, a lot of rain, a lot of storm, a lot of tempest. I'm going to go into that also, but great noise and the flame of devouring fire, that's ultimately going to be those thermonuclear ICBM missiles. It's going to be a lot of nukes that's going to be shot off across the four winds. Ultimately, majority of them going to land and hit, the virgin daughter of Babylon, or the Babylon the Great, which is America. It's going to destroy this place in 1 hour. So with that being said, let me go into the word tempest. Tempest is strong H5591. Sa'ara. So Sa'ir. Outline. I'm on the King James online. Tempest, storm, whirlwind. Then when you go up, it says a hurricane. Now I looked up just a simple Google search on, do hurricanes cause floods? But hurricanes are one of nature's most powerful storms. They produce strong winds, strong surge flooding, and heavy rainfall that can lead to inland flooding, tornadoes, and rip currents. You can see the inland flooding in his videos. You can see it looked like a twister in the second video. So there's your tornado, and then those rip currents, you can see them ripping through those streets, and you can see how those cars have been moved. H2O, water, is one of the most powerful elements. The Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, so cold, he has water. It could be a solid, a liquid, or a gas, and all of those can destroy you. But also, torrential rains stemming from a hurricane or a tropical storm can cause rivers, lakes, and streams to flood within minutes or hours. But I wanted to look up that word torrential, which in the etymology it was when you look into it, it's more of a torrent. It'll refer you back to torrent. So circa 1600, rapid stream. You can see how those rapid streams are forming in the streets. Rushing, roaring of streams. Also, a rushing stream, originally as an adjective, roaring, boiling, burning, parching, hot, inflamed. So, when you heard the second video going on, you can hear the roaring. You know, definitely was creating a loud, thunderous noise. But the last portion of that was that they can form or they can flood within minutes or hours. First Thessalonians chapter 5, I'm gonna start at 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, you have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, so cometh as a thief in the night. Now, when you come as a thief in the night, that's when everyone is sleeping. It just sneaks up on you. You could be in and out. So the Lord had those floods sneak up on him. You know, he was in and out with those floods. You know, call Lahim La Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. 1 Thessalonians 5 and 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction come upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So you have sudden destruction from these floods. These people are travailing. You know, it's causing a lot of pains. You know, to lose everything, you lose your homes, you know, lose animals, you know, whether you have livestock all the way to pets. Hey, it could be devastating. This is going to be painful. You can't escape judgment. So the Lord is coming to show forth and show forth the judgment that he's executing. You know, the world is going to come back to remembrance to knowing that Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is God Almighty, or Allah Shad, you know, that terrible demon-like power. Psalms 83 and 15. So persecute them with thy tempest and make them afraid with thy storm. If you don't think these people are afraid, you know, from these storms, then hey, I don't know what to tell you. Hey, this has to be devastating, because if a flood can form within minutes or hours, hey, that's a scary sight. You know, you could be trapped inside of your home. You could be trapped inside of a car. You know, the Lord executes his judgment. He has judgment going out across the, you know, the four winds. There was Turkey. There was earthquakes in Turkey, back-to-back earthquakes. Now recently, you just had Afghanistan get hit with not one, not two, but 3 earthquakes within a week's, you know, within a week's time frame. That's the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai showing forth his judgment. Matter of fact, let me get this. Matthew chapter 24 verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. So right now, World War III is, you know, starting to get hotter and hotter. You know, the Lord is going to have all these nations starting to gather in the Valley of Jehoshaphat, which is the so-called Middle East. So that, you know, for those who don't know where, you know, Yahweh Shabbat is, which means Yahweh's judgment. But he's going to gather in what they deem the Middle East. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Romans 13 and 11. Our salvation is nearer than when we believe. This thing is going to start speeding up even more for the elect's sake. Matthew 24 and 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. Hey, there's earthquakes really all over. That was one here in Texas. I want to say near San Antonio, kind of Austin area. In between Houston. It's typically not any earthquakes that go on like that as much in Texas. Of course, they do a lot of drilling and fracking, so that can cause earthquakes. But I think there was also one not too long ago near Oklahoma, like Dallas Fort Worth area. And then the last precept is Matthew chapter 24, verse 8. All these are the beginning of sorrows. You know, Ultimately, this pain, these sorrows, it's going to travail like a woman that's giving birth. Hey, we know that soon that our salvation is coming. Lord willing, we're part of that number, that hopeful elect, which is the 12,000 men from the 12 tribes of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and also those that look like the other heathen nations and that this word resonate with. And your fathers go back to, the Israelites, you know, also the innumerable multitude, which is the rest of the 1/3, the men, women, and children of the nation of Israel, because that's the only ones that can be saved. But Lord willing, this is edifying. Call Halayim La, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, the elders of Great Millstone, that's GMS. Peace and blessings to the Akim and the few Akwat across the four winds. Shalom and a Baba Ball.